This is freaking unreal. Hello and welcome guys to this first recipe vlog. Apology if the sound is not great, this ended up being quite spontaneous. I'm down a quiet street now, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. I wanted to make a vlog of this recipe because there's a lot of recipes on the website, but I thought it'd be fun and a bit more entertaining if I actually make a video from a recipe. So hopefully we can find the ingredients, but today is officially day one. This is the most perfect day one breakfast ever. You got beef, you got tomatoes, you got eggs, you got protein, you got healthy fats, you got everything that you need basically. So look at this. I freaking love this country. And I'm next to a river. So hopefully we can find the ingredients that I need because I wrote this recipe in England. So we'll see. And I'll show you around a Thai supermarket. So this is Villa Market. It's probably one of the most Western supermarkets in Bangkok. It even has things like digestive biscuits. Red onion, great. Red peppers, super high in vitamin C, vitamin A, potassium and fibre. Lemons, parsley is an excellent source of vitamin C and iron. Spinach, we know iron. Beef's an excellent source of heme iron, which is the most absorbable form of iron. Tin tomatoes, lycopene, vitamin C. Eggs, free-range, cage-free, organic. Looking good. Love Marmite. Tahini, also a great source of iron. So that was a lot more successful than I thought it was going to be. We found actually everything. So yeah, let's go home. So we ended up doing pretty good. Parsley, minced there, red pepper, got some nice organic eggs, chopped tomatoes, onion, and our lemon. Amazing. Let's go. So we're actually gonna start with this ground beef. This is 200 grams-ish, so we only need 150. I did literally just wash my hands. We're gonna pop, let's say, actually I still don't like touching, but we're like that, don't really like touching meat. So I'm gonna say 150 is gonna be about that much beef. Let's say about that. And then we're just gonna add some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of ground cumin. Ideally I'd use harissa here, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add the cumin and then some of this, it's kind of chili garlic oil, which is gonna be in place of the harissa for now. So I'm just gonna add about that much, and that's gonna be kind of the seasoning if you like. And then, okay, this is why I washed my hands. You wanna kind of just smush it all around so you get all of those flavors in there. And then you're gonna make your little meatballs, and then they're gonna sit and rest whilst you prep the rest of your ingredients. You want them to be kind of not too big, but I mean that's kind of a good size, like aiming for about 6, so 3 little meatballs each. Okie dokie. We're gonna set these aside whilst we prep the rest of our shakshuka. We'll start with the red onion. We're only gonna need half. This is such a great recipe for if you're making breakfast for friends or brunch like for friends. You can all get chopping and helping and everything. I've just remembered that I forgot to get ginger. That's annoying. Oh well. Put the ginger in your recipe. And then our pepper here. I don't get too much about the pips. My boyfriend does, but he's not eating this one, so it doesn't matter. So that is your veggies prepped. We're now gonna pop these meatballs into the pan and put everything all together. So we're gonna start again with a little bit of this chili oil. Love it, it's already got flavor. And then once that's nice and hot, we're just gonna pop these in. Yeah, nice, that's perfect. And the goal here is just to sear them on the outside. We're sealing the moisture in. We kind of want to get this nice color on the bottom of them. So these are looking great. Oh no, we've got a little runt there. Oh well. So once these are kind of pretty much coated all around, you're gonna go in there with the rest of your pre-chopped ingredients. So your garlic and your onion, like that. Or if you get some rogue other ingredients in there. And a bit of cumin powder. Yeah, nice. Those other meatballs are kind of holding together a bit better. So that is good. See? And then you want these onions to just soften down a bit, so just be a bit patient with them. You'll see that the meat is cooking all the way through, and we really want the meat to, by the end of your cooking process, that meat should all be cooked through. Obviously you don't want it overcooked, but we don't want it too underdone either. So that's why they go in first and they get a nice sear. And then once the pan is kind of, you can see it's starting to dry out, then you're gonna go in there with your peppers. Also, excuse the utensil. We do not have a wooden spoon or something in this apartment. We're only here for 2 months, so I'm not gonna go and buy a whole load of stuff. So you should kind of hear a difference in the crackling. Slightly kind of deeper, lower crackle. Right, I think it's time for the tomato. So, whole tin of tomatoes. Swirl a bit of water around in there. Whack the heat up a little bit. And that, before the bottom of the pan catches and burns, you want to get that caramelization off of the bottom of the pan, basically. We're now gonna add some good lot of black pepper. Touch more cumin. And then if you are a spice lover, I was gonna do, bovril. Instead of Marmite, I'm gonna go with bovril today. I like the idea of beef and beef as well, so kind of a tablespoon. And you'll notice I just put pepper and not salt. So the Marmite or the bovril is going to be the salt, basically. So I wouldn't add salt and pepper at that stage. Right, these peppers are still hard, so I'm just gonna whack a lid on and let them cook for a few minutes and give this a little taste test. Oh my god, that's good. Okay. So that was literally only like a couple of minutes. Oh, you can see that looks great. I'm now going to put in the spinach so that can wilt down a second before we add eggs. So just a handful of spinach. Spinach is of course also super high in iron. So we're going with an iron-themed breakfast. Go lid back on for literally like a minute. You can see it's already kind of wilting. Right, I think that is egg ready. It is exactly right. So we're gonna make 4 kind of little eggy size holes. We got these nice organic free-range eggs, which if you're a less confident cracker, I would do this in a glass first, but I'd back myself today. And last one, and then the lid's gonna go back on until these guys are cooked. Okay, whilst those are cooking, over here, I'm just making the gremolata, which is gonna go on top. We didn't have a zester, that's probably about enough. And then this is some chopped parsley, so that's gonna kind of be like that. It would be like zested. And then some pumpkin seeds, about 2 tablespoons full, and I'm gonna chop all of that together, which I actually just found a big knife. So I'm gonna actually do things properly now. And this is just gonna be sprinkled on top when you serve. I think eggs are ready. Wow! So, big reveal time. Look at that. That is perfect. I'm gonna add a little bit more black pepper. And then this lemon juice and tahini sauce, which you made earlier. Then, if you fancy it, which I really do today, put some more bovril on top. Gremolata, which you're just gonna sprinkle on top for a little bit of freshness. All right, moment of truth. Oh, it's still hot. Ideally, you have some gluten-free bread. I didn't have any. The freshness of the parsley and the lemon is amazing. The tahini, amazing. God, this is unreal. You have to make this recipe, please. On your period. Tell me how it goes.